Welcome back to Divine Wonders, the Miracles of Jesus. Today, we explore the healing of a man with a withered hand. This miracle, performed on the Sabbath, not only restores physical wholeness, but also challenges legalistic interpretations of religious practices. On the Sabbath, Jesus enters a synagogue and encounters a man with a withered hand. Knowing the Pharisees are watching to accuse him, Jesus asks if it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. He then heals the man's hand, angering the Pharisees but demonstrating his authority and compassion as recounted in Mark chapter 3 verses 1 to 6. To understand the full impact of this miracle, let's explore the historical and cultural context. The Sabbath was a day of rest, and strict rules governed what could and could not be done. Healing was generally considered work and thus prohibited. Jesus' action challenged these interpretations and highlighted the priority of compassion over ritual. The synagogue was a central place for worship and community gatherings. The Pharisees, religious leaders known for their strict adherence to the law, often scrutinized Jesus' actions, seeking to accuse him of breaking the Sabbath. Understanding this context helps us appreciate the boldness of Jesus' actions and the tensions surrounding Sabbath observance. Theologically, this miracle highlights Jesus' authority over the Sabbath. By healing the man, Jesus emphasizes that doing good and showing mercy align with God's intentions for the Sabbath. His question, is it lawful to do good or to do harm on the Sabbath, to save life or to kill, underscores the value of compassion and life over rigid rule-keeping. This miracle also reveals Jesus' role as the restorer of wholeness. The man's withered hand symbolizes human brokenness, and the restoration signifies the healing and wholeness Jesus brings. It demonstrates that Jesus' mission includes both spiritual and physical restoration. Spiritually, this miracle teaches us about the importance of compassion and prioritizing human need over legalistic adherence to rules. It invites us to reflect on our own attitudes towards religious practices and whether they align with the spirit of compassion and mercy, exemplified by Jesus. Firstly, compassion over legalism. This miracle encourages us to prioritize compassion and mercy over rigid adherence to rules, ensuring our actions align with the spirit of God's love. Secondly, embracing wholeness. The healing of the man's withered hand reminds us that Jesus restores wholeness in our lives, inviting us to seek his healing for our own brokenness. Lastly, challenging injustice. Jesus' challenge to the Pharisees' legalism inspires us to question and challenge unjust or rigid practices that hinder compassion and mercy. Reflect on areas in your life where you may prioritize rules over compassion. How can you embrace the spirit of Jesus' teachings, prioritizing mercy and wholeness in your actions? How can you seek and extend Jesus' healing and restoration in your life and community? Thank you for exploring the healing of the man with a withered hand with us. In our next episode, we will witness Jesus' compassion as he raises the widow's son. Make sure to subscribe and share this journey with others. Until next time, may you prioritize compassion and seek Jesus' healing in your life.